I have a question for all of you guys. Have you ever felt like no matter what you do in your life, you still feel like you're not good enough? There is this sound continuously and constantly whispering inside you that you can't do it, you're not capable of doing it, you are not good enough, or who are you to even try it? Has this happened to you ever? And you know what? I have been there too. And that, my friend, is this quiet thief is called as self-doubtness. In today's video, we are going to walk a strong path together from self-doubt to your self-worth. We are going to see 5 strong and impactful steps which will lead you towards your self-worth, and also by the end of this video you will have a clear path to just do that. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, let's start from here. Tell me something. Why do we even doubt ourselves at the first place? Think about it. That's strange, right? Like, hear me again. Why do we doubt ourselves at the first place? Just pause this video for a minute and just think about it. And that's so strange that many of the people actually miss this question, don't even ever think about it. Now, let me actually surprise you. Self doubtness isn't natural. Yeah, it's not. Because we weren't born with this doubtness. Were we? No, we weren't born with this doubtness. Like, think about it. Babies actually never hesitate to cry when they need something, or they never apologize for their existence, or they never second guess their right on love, attention, or care. Then where did that boldness go? And the answer for this question is that as we grow, we absorb the world around us, and slowly our sense of self gets affected or gets shaped not by the truth but the feedback which we get in this world throughout our lives. Maybe the opinions which we hear, maybe the experiences which we are getting. We shape ourselves, our thoughts, our beliefs, our feelings according to those experiences which we are facing in throughout the life. Maybe it was that teacher who laughed when you have given the wrong answer, and at that moment you decided that you're never going to speak up. Or maybe it was that parent who only gave you praise when you achieved something, so at that moment you believed that you are worthy only if you are perfect. Or maybe that was the world who continuously and constantly compared you to others by continuously saying that you are too loud, you are too different, you are this, you are too fat, you are too thin, and many other judgments like this. And the most heartbreaking point in this is that this voice isn't even yours. And at the end, what happens? We try to internalize those messages which the people have given to us, the judgments and the opinions which are given by the world to us. And over, you actually try to believe them. And this belief, once it's repeated so many times, this converts into truth. You try to believe, or you believe that this is the truth of your life. Those opinions are the truth of your life. But I want all of you to remember this particular thing. Just because the voices too loud by the world doesn't mean that it makes them true. Just because you have carried a particular belief throughout so many years doesn't mean that it belongs to you. Your thoughts are not facts. And to now overcome all of the self-doubts, you actually need to pull the curtain back and ask that from where did this belief came from, whose voice it is, and do I need to even carry it further? Because you can't fight with the shadow unless you shine a light on it. Once you know, but if you want to overcome from your self-doubtness, you first need to identify from where is it coming from, right? Once you find the roots of all of your self-doubts, it doesn't only provide you insights, but it also gives you a power. I call it as gaining a power, because when you realize that this self doubt wasn't about you, like it wasn't coming from you, it was from someone else. And that's the biggest thing, and that's the biggest power, because after that you can actually let it go. And here the problem actually gets solved, because The self-doubt which was constantly stopping you from achieving your goals, from achieving your dream life, you are finally letting it go, which is the best plus point. That is why this is the most important step. You cannot change something which you are not aware of. Like, yeah, when you would be able to change something, when you are aware of that particular thing, right? And then only you would be able to change it. But when you are not even aware about that thing, that where is that coming from, what is that particular thing, how will you change that? And yet so many of us go through our lives on autopilot. Like, we react to things, we react to people, situations, circumstances, without even understanding that why do we feel likewise. Self-doubt, fear, shame, procrastination. What are these feelings? These feelings aren't just coming from nowhere. These feelings are actually signals and some messages which our subconscious gives us, and by telling us that these are some feelings or these are some beliefs which you have been carrying in yourself since years. And what we do, we actually try to put these feelings in silence. We don't even listen to them. And what we need to exactly do, we just need to listen to them, which basically means that start paying attention to the world which is consisting inside you. Like, if a child would be crying, how would you go and take care of him, or you would pay attention to him, right? That is how, or that is what I want to tell you. The feelings and the emotions, the things which comes inside you, the subconscious gives you, these are the signals. As I told you, listen to that, understand, put a light on it, don't put it in silence. Just take a minute and just try to understand that what are these feelings and where is it coming from. Okay, so I want you to follow this particular thing which I'm going to tell you right now for 1 to 2 days. Whenever the next time you will get a self-critical thought about yourself, I want all of you to just write it down. I'm saying this to you because I want you all to just notice it. Then it can be anything. Whenever self-critical thought, like for example, you're not deserving, or you can't try this because you don't have that potential inside you, anything like this, whenever it comes to your mind, I want you to just write it down. The another terms which comes into role is acceptance. And by acceptance, I don't mean giving up, or just accepting the self doubt which you have and just living the life further like this only with that particular self doubt. No, acceptance means you stop resisting what is, and you can move forward with more clarity. Like, for example, you're lost in a forest and you keep on denying, then how are you going to make your way to home, right? On the other side, if you tell yourself that, okay, this is the particular situation I'm in right now, and now you just pull out your maps and reach home. So next time, whenever you feel a doubt, I want all of you to say this to yourself. So just tell yourself that, okay, this is this feeling which I'm feeling right now, and that's okay. It doesn't define me. It just tells me that, okay, this is something which you need to heal, and that's it. By going through this step, which is your awareness and your acceptance towards your doubt, you can actually create a space for yourself. Like, by space, I mean like, you can have a space where you can choose a different response. Like, before accepting and having an awareness about the doubt, the way you were responding or reacting, you can substitute that after going through that doubt. When you can analyze and you can understand that, okay, this can be substituted by another way of responding, so that you can actually conserve your energy. You cannot, or you will have a realization that, okay, you are not going wrong somewhere. Now that you have uncovered the roots of your self doubts, you have also started practicing awareness and acceptance. Here comes the most important and life changing step, which is rewriting the script. And trust me, this is something which is life changing, because you believe it or not, we actually live according to a script. Not the one which was written intentionally, but the one which was written for us by our past experiences, or by the people who never knew how to love us, by the trauma, by the society judgments, by the opinions which was given to us on a repetitive basis, and the stuff like that. And here is the thing which most people don't even realize. Like, Our subconscious runs according to stories. And you know what are those stories? It is that what do we even think about ourselves? What is our worth? What are the limitations? What do we whether trust ourselves or not? Like, it is all shaped by the internal narrative which has been faded throughout so many years. But here is the good news. Just as your brain can wire in limiting beliefs, it can also wire in empowering ones too. And that starts consciously rewriting your inner script. So flip the old script into something more empowering, more believable, and more affirming. Like, for example, your old script self doubt was that I'm not qualified of doing this particular thing. And now I want all of you to flip this old script thought into your new script thought by saying yourself that it's okay, it's fine, I'm allowed to learn and grow myself more and more each and every day. Guys, in this step, I want all of you to understand and realize one thing, that maybe your old thought or your old script thought might have protected you somewhere in your past. Like, it might have saved you somewhere. But just remember, or just try to understand that whether that same old thought is serving you anymore in your present tense. Like, whether it's serving you, whether it's upgrading you, or whether it's degrading you. If it is degrading you, if it is stopping you from achieving your potential self, then just stop it and then just replace that old script and rewrite the script with more empowering and affirming thought. Let me be very real with you. Your brain doesn't believe something unless and until it sees some evidence. So if you are saying out loud all the affirmations standing in front of the mirror, but when your actions is contradicting those affirmations, then your subconscious is not going to buy it, because it's not going to believe it, because they are not seeing any evidences, or your affirmations are not justifying your actions. So now, how do you show your mind and your soul that you are worthy? By simply self-consistent, self-respecting, aligned action. Aligned action means doing things which reflect your new beliefs and which honor your value, reinforcing that you are someone worth showing up for. It's not about perfection. It's about proving yourself in small, intentional ways that you actually matter. So while talking about aligned action and creating your own worth, there are actually three core ways due to which you can build and create your worth through those actions. So let's see them one by one. Brave moments actually come through confidence. They have a strong relationship between each other. But I would also like to tell you that when we speak about action, confidence doesn't comes before action. Confidence comes after the action is being taken place. And I would also like to tell you that waiting for the right time to occur is actually a trap. The real shift happens when you do something where you're not even 100% confident and you survive it. Like, for example, answering in a class where you always bothered to answer. Or for example, saying no to something where you always used to say yes to that particular thing. Like, brave moments like this actually messages your subconscious that you are capable enough. Actions like this will actually build your trust in yourself. It will message your subconscious that you have that potential, you can challenge your potential, and you can get out of your comfort zone each and every day. Let's be honest, everyone thinks that the transformation is actually in a straight line, but the transformation from being I'm not good enough to a transformation into I'm capable of doing each and everything and I am good enough, in the between process is the real change, which is actually so messy and so tough to do. These days are so hard. It's about not giving up when you are feeling like giving up the most. It's about showing up at that time when you are feeling to hide. It's about pausing. It's about choosing again and again between situation and what is right for you and what's wrong for you. To ease out this process and this transformation, I have actually three core factors which will help you all to be consistent and to be disciplined in your transformation journey. Whatever mindset shift, whatever boundary, whatever things which you are deciding for yourself to change the self doubt which you have, I want all of you to not take it as a huge and a grand deal. Just take it as a practice, take it as a learning, take it as something which you would be able to learn each and every day and each and every second, because perfection doesn't comes in one day, right? It will happen when you keep on doing that thing. And whenever you are in this journey and whenever you are in this process, always remind yourself that why are you even trying to change? Like, what was that thought which came to your mind when that self doubt came from your old script? Why did you decided to change that thought into something in your new script, which we have discussed already? Take that as a purpose in your process, because that purpose in your process will keep you dedicated and will keep you strong enough to not give up on the days where you are feeling like giving up. This is how strongly patience works. Because you know what, guys? Just remember this one thing, which is, if there is a moment where you are feeling like giving up, where you are just, full of everything and you're like, no, I just can't tolerate it, it's not bearable, that is the one point where you should not give up. That is that point where you should have patience. And when you'll have patience at that particular moment, you will achieve the thing which you want in your life. And this is for your life. This is not only to transforming your self doubtness, but this is for life. The moment where you feel like giving up, that's the exact moment where you shouldn't give up. And the last but not the least, and this is also very important, it doesn't seem like it's important, but it is actually important and very changing one. So I want you all to just track on your small progresses, have a track on your entire process. Like, maybe that day you made a promise to yourself and you achieved that, and that's a great growth, right? That's a great progress inside you. When you have promised yourself to do something and you have did it, like, give yourself an appraisal. It's very important. It will also keep you confident enough, it will also keep you motivated. And throughout your process, it's very important, because there would be many things which would come in your way, and you should acknowledge it and you should actually have a look. Because whenever we achieve something, we actually try to do what's next, like what's the next thing which I want to achieve, and we overlook on them. So don't do that. Just go through each and every growth progress which you're making in your entire process. So that brings us to the end of this video, guys. I hope that you have learned something from this video. And I also want to tell you something, that it's just not about being perfect, but it's about just being real throughout the process. And also go ahead and rewrite your own script, make aligned action towards it, and just be patient throughout the entire process, because that's something which is highly important. And just show up for yourself. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.